Or actually, can I lick the spoon?
Yeah, there you go.
All right, let's just do that. Yeah.
Can you get his face?
Okay, hold on. It's so funny to me that you like, I had to wait for you to like film me doing this. All right, now I feel like super self-conscious about it, like I've thought about it for a second. That's delicious. Let's make some cupcakes. I'm in legal Washington and I'm leaving Seattle behind to head to Vashon Island, where I'm gonna meet a woman who runs the cupcake game here and also has her own line of infused edibles. She's gonna show me around a bunch of farms on the island, and then she's gonna teach me how to make cannabis infused cupcakes from scratch. It's gonna be another weedful day on Bong Appetit. So let's find a kitchen and get baked. I hear that you're the cupcake queen of Seattle.
Wow, what an honor, that's great. Yeah, I have a company called Cupcake Royale. We actually work with a lot of local producers. We like the idea that we can support local agriculture, local economy, and create a better Seattle.
I mean, I'm sure you baked all kinds of different things. What is it about cupcakes that's so special?
I think there's a nostalgic thing about cupcakes, and it's kind of a food around celebration.
I've heard you also make a line of edibles, is that right?
Yeah, I have a company called the Goodship Company. So we make chocolate products and cookie products and other confections that we're getting ready to launch.
Wow, that's amazing. And do you use all like the local ingredients for that too?
Absolutely. And that's why we're here today, because we're gonna make some cannabis cupcakes. We're gonna use the Cupcake Royale recipe to make a chocolate buttercream, but instead of the usual chocolate we use, we're gonna use Goodship chocolate. So first stop, we need to get some butter, and I want you to meet my friend Natalie, who has this lovely farm that we're hanging out
great.
at. So let's go check it out.
Yeah, let's do it.
Hi, Natalie. How are you?
Good, how are you doing?
Very well.
What's up, Abdullah?
I'm Natalie.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Natalie has a dairy farm, and we're going to pick up some cream, and we're going to take that cream and turn it into butter, and then we're going to infuse that butter with cannabis for our cupcakes.
And these are your milk factories right here, huh?
Exactly. So I milked Edith this morning, and I got her milk, and I have it in the farm stand for you. If you'd like to taste something else that Edith made, I have some fromage blanc here. This is the savory. This has olive oil and salt and freshly ground pepper on it. And this is just the fromage blanc with a little drizzle of local Vashon honey.
Actually, Natalie, I have something to share with you as well. Some of Washington's finest bud. I don't know if you'd want to give this a go.
Okay, I can do a go.
Yeah?
We can try.
Okay, great.
And it is from Washington?
It's called Laughing Buddha, and it really just one of my favorites on the market in Washington from a flower perspective.
All right.
Woohoo! Awesome.
You know, I've never hotboxed a farm stand before. It's pretty great, I gotta say. Let's get into that cheese.
Okay.
So let's start off savory.
That's your savory.
Wow, really, really creamy. The texture of it is just amazing, wow. So you guys are all about doing stuff from scratch.
Yes.
Is that part of food culture here in the Pacific Northwest?
Yes. It's almost like a religion.
Yeah? I mean, you can really taste the difference.
I'm going honey. Mmm. Wow.
Mmm.
Holy crap.
I can't decide which one I like better.
Here's your milk.
Great. What do we owe you for that?
That's okay, you can have it.
Oh, really?
Gift, yes, my gift to you.
In that case, here's my gift to you. It's this really fine bud. You seem like you enjoyed that,
Awesome.
Jay.
I have to say I did.
Excellent. So enjoy the rest of that bud.
Thank you
And we're
very
gonna go
much.
put
Really
this to good
appreciate
use. I've got my jar of fresh milk that I picked up from Cornerstone Farms, and I've headed over to Vashon Velvet, where one of Jody's friends has an amazing cannabis farm where she grows some really banging buds. We're gonna pick our buds, and I'm gonna go put this thing down because my hands are freezing right now.
Before we do anything, everybody needs a name tag, state
Cool.
regulations.
Excellent. Want to be in full compliance?
How did you guys get into the cannabis business?
When the state announced the rules for getting a license to grow cannabis, they said there was a 30-day window, and they might never have another window open. So I thought, chance of a lifetime. We went for it, and never looked back. Enjoyed every minute of it.
Bravo, that is fantastic.
Awesome.
And are you a cannabis enthusiast yourself?
And every now and then, if it's a Saturday night, I'll try some of the Laughing Buddha.
Yeah?
So I wanted to show you the strain that I think would make some really great cupcakes. This is our Platinum Blueberry.
This is a really space-age looking grow right here. Ooh.
Go ahead and stick your fingers in and take a sniff.
Wow, there are so many different flavors going on there. I mean, beyond just that tart blueberry aroma, there's so much else going on. There's
Like a maple syrup? Or,
yeah, I can't get enough of that smell.
And as you can see, we use exclusively LED lights, which use about a third of the energy of regular standard HID lights. And so we're trying to reduce our carbon footprint as much as possible.
So Patrick, how far along are these guys right here?
These are about 2 to 3 weeks from harvest at this point.
Well, that good karma is paying off because, I mean, you've got these incredible looking buds. So Jody, do you think this is gonna go well in your cupcakes?
I like the sweetness. I'm excited to see what it tastes like.
When these guys said they make stuff from scratch, they were serious. I mean, every single ingredient comes from the source. I met the cow that we got our cream from, and I met the cannabis plant that we're gonna get our buds from, and now I'm hanging out with the chickens who we're gonna get our eggs from, and then we'll be ready to make cupcakes.
We have all the ingredients right here to make cupcakes, and it starts right here. And we're going to skim the cream off the top.
How do we turn that into butter?
We have to churn it, and this is a butter churner.
It's crazy steampunk jar. That looks pretty arduous for one person, but here, check it out, I have an idea. If you just hold the jar, and I'll go like this, we can smoke a joint while we're doing it.
Wow.
You wanna hit this?
I'll have a little bit.
How long does this actually take?
It's gonna take about 30 to 45 minutes.
Yeah, that looks like butter.
All right. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna put this butter into this bowl, and we're gonna press it against the side to kind of squeeze out more of that buttermilk. All right, I think we are ready to melt this up and to infuse it with our cannabis.
Okay, let's do it. Jody, how much weed do we have decarboxylated here?
This is 1 gram of platinum blueberry from Vashon Velvet. Threw it in the oven at 290 degrees for an hour, and that allows it to decarboxylate, which means it releases the THC. What we're going to do with that, we're going to put this in this half cup of delicious butter we've been working so hard on and infuse it for 30 minutes in super low heat.
Starting to smell good already.
So we're ready to strain it. We got some cheesecloth in a strainer here with a bowl underneath it. And we're just gonna pour this straight through the cheesecloth.
There's all our spent weed flowers. Okay, so what goes into cupcake batter?
We're gonna put in the dry ingredients. I have 2 cups of flour here. Throw that in. We have 1 3/4 cup of organic cane sugar. So 1 teaspoon of baking powder and 1 teaspoon of salt. So we're just gonna give them a little mix to combine them, just a little.
Mix them.
Next up, we're going to add our cannabis butter.
Yeah, we put a lot of work into this butter. We better get every last drop.
All right, that looks good. I like how it's breaking up. We're going to take some of our wet ingredients and mix them together. We're gonna start with 4 egg whites. So we're gonna add to that a 1/2 cup of warm water. We're gonna add 1/2 cup sour cream. We are doing, in this recipe, 1 teaspoon of vanilla paste, and this is Madagascar Bourbon vanilla. So we're just gonna whisk this together. So now we're gonna incorporate this into our batter. Let that mix a little. And now we have a nice, smooth, delicious looking cupcake batter.
Ooh, that is looking super creamy. These are ready to go into the oven, huh? This is the last step.
This is exciting.
As soon as we open that door back up, we'll have cupcakes.
Let's put them in the oven, 325. We're gonna start with 8 minutes, and then we're gonna rotate it after 8 minutes and do 6 more minutes, so 14 minutes. Oh yeah, those are perfect. These look beautiful.
Awesome.
All right, so while those are cooling, let's open some Goodship chocolate and get ready to make our buttercream. This is our deep dark chocolate bar. The Washington State serving size is 10 milligrams.
Wow.
Very tasty.
There's no planty flavor, and I can barely taste the
Yeah,
cannabis
you really
at
get
all.
the chocolate. It shines
Yeah.
through. I like it. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna melt 8 Goodship chocolate bars. So this is gonna be 80 milligrams of THC spread across 12 cupcakes. That's about 7 milligrams of cupcake. We did the math on the cannabis cupcake batter, and that is 16 or so milligrams per cupcake. So you add that plus the 7, and we're at
About 23. All right, great.
pretty potent cupcake. We are going to start with putting 2/3 cup of our delicious hand-churned fresh butter. So we have 2 1/4 cup powdered sugar, and we're going to add a pinch of salt.
Blend it all up.
Blend it kind of slowly so you don't get the puff cloud.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to put 3 tablespoons of fresh milk. Going back to the Madagascar, I'm going to put 1 teaspoon of vanilla. And we're going to add the cannabis-infused Goodship chocolate.
Oh yeah, that looks amazing.
So we're going to let that mix in.
We're so close to having cupcakes.
So I'm a big fan of hand swirl instead of piping on, although you can do the other. And grab a little dollop, and then you do a very magical thing. You kind of pat it, and then you give it a little whoop, okay?
Nice swirl on that one. Very
And then
slick.
The coup de grace.
Cheers.
Cheers,
And
thank
cheers.
you.
So this is the best cupcake in Washington State, huh?
Let's see what you think.
Mmm, that is a good cupcake, oh my God.
The experts, you know what they do? They go like this. They break the bottom off. You put it on top. Super easy.
Get out of town. Oh, I wish I knew that before I bit into this thing. This thing is double infused. We infused the butter that went into the cupcake batter, and we melted a bunch of your delicious medicated chocolates and put it right into the frosting. Boom, boom.
This is a strong guy.
This cupcake right here is a representation of the adventure we had. I had the fortune of seeing where all the ingredients, or a lot of the ingredients that went into this came from. Really, I mean, it all just came together in the best cupcake I've ever had.
Excellent.
Truly, thank you so much.
Thanks for coming out to Vashon Island today.
Bong Appetit.
Bong Appetit.
Mmm. That is one motherfucking good cupcake.